Let me first just say two things I love you're doing. A very clear 1 hour limit during the week, really appropriate for his age. So kudos to you and amazing job with that. And also, if he's playing Fortnite with friends, even better than just like passively watching YouTube because it's social. That's great. I know some parents get concerned about the violence on video games, and it can be disturbing, but there is actually no really conclusive research that is showing that like a limited amount of time like he's playing is going to create any like behavior problems. So I love that it's social. I love that he's doing that. Okay, now comes the weekends, and this is where a lot of parents do struggle.
Yeah, so on the weekends, we've basically given him free reign. And I feel weird saying that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, and
yeah,
we have said you can't watch until 8 o'clock. So if he gets up at 7 or if he gets up at 6:30, which sometimes he does, he can't go on until 8 a.m. But I
yeah,
definitely want to move that a little
yeah,
later. And, and yeah, I think it benefits me.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Like I don't have like an 11-year-old like kind of saying like, what do you want? What should I do? What should I do? And our 6 going on 7-year-old is very interactive and demanding of our time and attention. And so I think there's like, okay, you're off doing
Yeah,
that and all
yeah, yeah,
well, not well.
yeah,
I mean, clocking a lot of time on it,
yeah.
and sometimes worry that when we're not on it, he's wanting to get home to get back to it, and so
Right, right. Yeah.
more.
So first of all, like, thank you so much for being so honest about it. There are so many parents that relate to that and are doing the same thing, so like no judgment whatsoever. These games and video platforms like YouTube and all the apps, all the social media apps, of course, are literally designed to be addictive and as engaging as possible. They're all designed with persuasive behavior psychology, like literally built into them. What features can we use to keep people on as long as possible? So that's why it works. Um, it sounds like you'd like to rein it in a little bit. And I think you're right. I think you're sensing that there is something addictive about it that's drawing him back in, even when you're not at home on the weekend. I think you were implying like he wants to get back to it. Um, so, I think, you have to decide as a parent what's the right amount of time, first of all. If we want to, reach for something ideal that I think the research is pointing to, it's about that 2 hour range, really. I mean, maybe a little more if it's social, 3 hours maybe. Um, and I think you then want to talk about what's the right time on the weekends for that to happen. So in my home, I've always tried to start the day off screens from when they were really young. So it's been a habit. So I have a 15-year-old and a 10-year-old. My 10-year-old knows to never even think about it. And there are many times at 8, 9 a.m. where she'll say, I'm bored. And I just wait it out. And she always finds things to do, or I really try to orchestrate play dates and hangouts with friends. I mean, it's another job we have as parents because we're not just sending them out on the streets, unfortunately, which I hope will start to change. Like we want our kids to just go out on the street and find other kids to play. That's the most exciting thing for them to do. But a lot of us don't have that.
And that's what I would love for him to be doing, but we don't live on a street that has a lot of kids